Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my playthrough of Medal of Honor Frontline. I hope that you guys are enjoying this series. So we're nearing the end of the game. We're gonna have 2 more parts up. But anyways, let's continue from where we left off here. And if you guys enjoy this series, please do drop a like. It does help me to make more content like this. But anyways, let's do it. Next mission here.
Exceptional work, Jimmy. It's good to know you made it to the hotel in Emmerich. Just beyond your window is the city's train station, which the German army has commandeered for military purposes. Sturmgeist will be arriving shortly to board his private armored train. Once on board, we're fairly certain he will be heading straight for the secret airbase. He's been on an inspection tour of various facilities, and all indications are that he's heading there. You must get on that train, Patterson. This may be our last chance to discover where that prototype fighter is being developed. You'll need to find a disguise and bluff your way past the guards. Intelligence tells us that security at the station is relaxed. You should have no problem getting onto the train, but stay alert and don't let down your guard. We're depending on you. Get on that train and follow Sturmgeist to the secret base. You'll continue your mission from there. I should warn you, Jimmy. The British are sending a squadron of Lancasters to bomb the city tonight.
Those are planes.
That station is among the list of targets. If you don't make your way out now, you may not make it out at all. Good luck to you.
Emmerich, Germany, 23 September 1944. Welcome to Emmerich, Jimmy. Take one last look around. Come dawn, there won't be much left. Now, Emmerich Station is just outside your hotel window. Sturmgeist's personal armored train awaits him there, and he'll be arriving momentarily to get aboard. We believe his destination is a secret airbase, so you must be a passenger on that train as well, Lieutenant. You're our best chance at finding the that base's location, Patterson. While security is like the Wehrmacht, it's the German army, isn't likely to let you waltz into the terminal, so acquire an officer's uniform for the task. Then follow Sturmgeist into the station from a safe distance. While you're inside, and before you steal aboard Sturmgeist's train, see if you might disable the main track controls. This should throw the Nazi supply route into disarray for a while. Remember, Lieutenant, there's another important reason you need to be on that train. The Royal Air Force will be launching a bombing run on Emmerich tonight, and sadly, come sunrise, much of the city will be nothing but rubble. We hate to hear that one of our prize agents was somewhere beneath that debris. So get on that train, Patterson.
Ist mein Zug abfahrbereit? Ich muss in der Früh wieder in Gotha sein.
Jawohl, Herr Sturmgeist.
Gut. Kannst nicht erwarten, aus diesem verdammten Land rauszukommen. Kommt hier nicht eine anständige Mahlzeit bekommen.
He says this country's food is revolting, and yet Emmerich is in Germany. So, this mission is one of the most hilarious parts of Medal of Honor. So, German officer in here is taking a shower. Now, you don't have to do this part, but you can steal his uniform here, and you can also steal his ID papers. And you can use this to sneak past the guards.
Haben Sie Ihren Ausweis im Zimmer vergessen? Das ist ein sehr gutes Foto von Ihnen. Haben Sie Ihren Ausweis im Zimmer vergessen? Das ist ein sehr gutes Foto von Ihnen.
Now look at this. See that guy in the underwear? So yeah, that basically that's what happens is if you're not quick, the guy in the underwear will actually run outside and will alert the guards. So now let me show you guys what happens if you actually get through the station really quickly before the officer runs outside. Okay, so we can already get through these guys here. MP40 found, okay. station controls destroyed. The chefs, yeah, you want to take them down because they always throw knives at you. But here's the thing, that underwear scene where he just runs out and just says he's an imposter, that scene happens in Medal of Honor Rising Sun. Medal of Honor Rising Sun takes place in the Pacific Theater. I played that game, actually, last year, or earlier this year, I should say. And that exact scene happens. There's a German officer that's meeting with the Japanese in Singapore, and you take his uniform. And what happens is he runs inside and he says, "That's my uniform." Running out of ammo for the MP40. I do like the soundtrack for On Track. Oh, okay, found another MP40 magazine. Okay, perfect. This part, I think the British bombers hit the station in this fire. That's why I want to loot a lot. Where I gotta go through. Okay, here we just got a medic kit. Oh yeah, this is the part with the bombers now. Yeah, so the MP40, what I'll say about this gun is the MP40 was one of the best SMGs of World War II. And what made the MP40 such a great gun was the fact that it was just so simple to make. The MP40 was one of the first few guns that was made out of all metal, because a lot of guns back then, even SMGs, had a wooden stock to them. But the MP40 is one of those few guns that was made fully out of metal, which actually made it easier to mass produce the weapon. Damn, I gotta get some health here. It had a foldable stock to it too. But here's the thing about the MP40 that a lot of people actually don't know this about the MP40, but the MP40 actually does not have a select fire switch. That means that the MP40 can only be fired in fully automatic, so that means that troops had to control it. Oh, here we go. Troops had to control it in bursts. The MP40 also fired a smaller cartridge than the Thompson, for example. The Thompson fired the 45, where the MP40 fired the 9mm Parabellum, which means that it has less recoil. And the Americans tried to make a gun similar to the MP40, like a gun that they could mass produce really quickly, a cheap SMG. And that's what the grease gun is. That's why the grease gun looks like the MP40, because it was an American attempt at their own version of an MP40. And the Soviets and both the British also tried to make their own version. The British made the Sten, and the Soviets made the PPSH-43. If you look at what a PPSH-43 looks like, it's like a PPSH-41, but has no wooden stock, it's a foldable stock instead. So it's just like an MP40. There's the British bombers. Yeah, he's still alive. Now in this mission, if you look closely, I think that you can actually see a UFO somewhere. Damn, that's getting a bit annoying. I don't remember where the UFO actually is. I think I might have missed it already. But there is a UFO Easter egg that appears in this mission. Okay, we're on Sturmgeist's train now. Here we go. Riding out the storm. Now that you're aboard the armored train, make your way towards the front, where as the Nazis are prone to excess, Sturmgeist is more than likely enjoying breakfast in his personal car. First, cut the train's communications. There should be a radio car near the middle of the train. A few bullets strategically placed should do the trick. Be methodical. Take things one car at a time. And remember, this train is no simple trolley. There's enough firepower attached to this one train to hold up a platoon of Sherman tanks. Once the Germans realize you're aboard, they won't hesitate to turn the firepower against you. You should be aware of this. This isn't the only armored train in the vicinity. If you don't get to the radio car in time, the enemy will call for support. By the time you catch up with Sturmgeist, you may well be near the secret airfield. If you get the opportunity to eliminate him, be sure to claim his briefcase. It's bound to be brimming with all sorts of incredible, valuable information. One last piece of advice, Lieutenant. Try not to fall off. Okay, we're on Sturmgeist's train. Oh, there. Yeah, we gotta watch out for those armored train cars. So you can take down the armored train cars if you find turrets like this. There we go, destroyed. So, you see these armored trains typically in video games and in movies, but in real life, armored trains were actually not used that much in World War II. I think the Soviets actually used them the most, but the armored trains were used mostly to carry supplies, like tanks and, other materials to the battlefield. But they weren't used on, like, an offensive scale. They weren't used with weapons like this as much in World War II. There was some, sure, but there wasn't a lot. In World War I, they were much more common. Now, let me just take these guys out here quietly. Now, the reason that the reason that armored trains were actually not used that much in World War II is because they were actually used on a large scale in World War I. Let's see here, grenade this guy. Armored trains were used a lot in World War I. And that's when armies were still experimenting with like armored tanks and such. And the reason that armored trains are not effective is because there's a number of reasons. The first reason is you have to get an armored train in the location where the battle is. So like the battle might not be on near the train tracks. And even if you do get it to the location for the battle, the location where you put the train in might be very exposed. And it might be the only place where you can get a shot off. So it's not going to be useful. And lastly, the main reason that armies stopped using armored trains is because all it takes is just one guy with a crowbar and some tools and to sabotage the tracks, and your armored train is absolutely useless at that point. And so imagine the resources needed to build something like this, when instead you could build several tanks for those same amount of resources. In the tanks, a guy with a crowbar isn't going to be able to stop it. So that's why armored trains stopped being used. I'm pretty sure there's a Panzerschreck German rocket launcher that you can find in one of these cars. So yeah, on this part you want to just move as quickly as you can. The next car. Come on, come on. There we go, it's destroyed. Desperately need some help here now. Yeah, this is definitely the officers' quarters at this point. They're more nicer than the regular soldiers' quarters.
Ungewöhnlich ruhig innen und auseinander. Als ob beide Seiten einstimmig beschlossen hätten, eine Feuerpause einzulegen. Könnte denn an so einem Tag irgendetwas schiefgehen?
Oh, here's the Panzerschreck. Oh, God. Yeah, you see that? There's no way in hell that a grenade would stop an armored train like that. What's Medal of Honor logic? Okay, let's keep moving up to Sturmgeist train. Nothing chasing us, okay. Okay, yeah, this is definitely Sturmgeist's quarters.
Ist das? Steht nicht rum, knallt ihn ab!
Sturmgeist's bodyguards are actually the most toughest enemies in the entire game. And there we go, Sturmgeist's briefcase. Now, this part, I never understood this part even as a kid. Why did Jimmy just shoot Sturmgeist? Like, I can just, let me shoot him. Like he's like, enjoy the walk, I would have just shot him. Why can't I shoot him? That's, that part I just never understood. He's still within firing range, and he, yeah. Okay, here we go. Next one. Derailed. Friedrichsroda, Germany. 23rd September 1944. Sturmgeist has given up us the slip, leaving you stranded several miles from the airfield. At least now we know your destination. According to the paperwork in the briefcases, the airfield is located directly outside the capital city outside the city of Gotha. Those railroad tracks you're following will lead you right to it. Unfortunately, you no longer have a ride. You're on foot near the industrial center of the town of Friedrichsroda. You'll need to find yourself another vehicle and get to the airfield as quickly as possible. We've got serious plans for the airbase over the next day or two, and there's no way we'll complete our mission with you slowly trudging there. En route to the base, however, there are a few things we need you to do. According to the documents in the briefcase, the industrial center of Friedrichsroda is a full fuel supply transport location for the Gotha production facility toward which you are headed. There are significant opportunities ahead to literally ground jet fighter production in the area, not to mention your best chance of obtaining transportation for miles to come. Work some creative elimination on the depots, Patterson, then hit the road to Gotha and find the airbase. Good luck. Derailed. Germany, 23rd September 1944. Okay. Now, this part, you want to go immediately to the right here, because it's a bunker. A lot of ambushes in this mission. We have the STG with us, which is, I consider the best gun in the game. A lot of ambushes in this. See, there's a train car right here by itself. Look at that. See that right there? Frederick Rhoda. So now this part, guys, watch this part. Is there anything you notice here that's not right? Something's not right here. What do you notice it? It's the fact that there's no soldiers. Where is everyone? It's too quiet, right? And look at that. Medic kit just happens to be right there in the middle. Yup, it's a trap. Got you. Get rid of the snipers now. notice how they put the med kit, like, right on the tracks there, thinking that you were gonna go for it, too. Okay, I killed most of them already here. Demolition charges are right in here. Grab those. Tracks must be lined up. Okay. You can't get in there, okay. Damn, there's just so many snipers and so many people shooting from so many different sides on this map. Got him. Man, I love the soundtrack in this mission. There we go, that's the right button. Okay, what's our objectives? Destroy fuel depot, find transportation to Gotha. Okay. Whoa, okay. Time to get off here. Ah. Okay. And there's a big med pack back here. Okay, I'll be sure to remember that. The fuel depot. I'm trying to remember where that was. Can't climb that, okay.
Что риске? Ich bin
More charges, okay. And tons of Panzerschreck ammo.
So, jetzt bin ich dran. So, jetzt bin ich dran.
There's the fuel depot. Make sure this area is going to be completely clear. Okay. Now, what I wanted to say also about fuel. Fuel was very, fuel became very scarce for Germany near the end of the war because Germany does not have actually any fuel that they can, any fuel that they themselves can drill. The Germans relied on fuel from a lot of different other places. And the, for example, when Germany invaded the USSR, when they invaded the Soviet Union, they were trying to get fuel from Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, because Azerbaijan at that time was part of the Soviet Union, and Azerbaijan has a lot of gas, has a lot of fuel fields. And if Germany had actually taken that, they would have had enough fuel for their war machine, which they could have potentially conquered the rest of the Western USSR. But that became a disaster for them. Stalingrad was a disaster, was a complete fail. And so just destroying Germany's fuel supplies is essential to crippling their war machine. Because, here's the thing. During the Battle of the Bulge, when the Germans actually attacked, there was Germany's last major offensive of the war. That was that winter battle that you see a lot of times in movies and games. The German tanks at that time, when they were advancing on the American positions, they couldn't advance anymore because they actually ran out of fuel in the Battle of the Bulge. Okay. There we go. Fuel depot destroyed. Okay, and there was a medic kit earlier there. I remember I killed one guy, and there was a medic kit. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, yeah, this place, another... We're at the guy with the Panzerschreck first. Probably gonna want to stay back here and just snipe. that coming from? He's coming from, like, over there. Oh, I think I see him now, yeah. Whoa! Whoa, 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 that was a quick save, okay. Okay, let's go clear the bunker. Those look like shells for a railgun, yeah. The Germans actually did have those big railguns during the war. Some of the biggest guns that were ever created, really, biggest artillery pieces. It appears in Sniper Elite 4. I think there was only a few of them that existed. But those guns were easily targeted and destroyed. Even though those guns had a lot of range and they could do a lot of damage, they were actually they were easily destroyed. Oh, here we go, transportation again, and we got mission accomplished. We did it. There.
Supplies and production were vital areas of the war in which the Allies dominated. Relentless Allied bombing runs over Ruhr Valley factories resulted in an increasingly crippled German war machine. Methodical strafing of the railroads and rail yards left behind broken trains stalled on destroyed tracks. Without fuel, Germany's heavy weapons were useless. Its vaunted panzers immobilized and its planes grounded. The German infantry was left to carry on the fight alone.
The fuel supplies were extremely important, and that's why during warfare armies oftentimes target fuel, or they try to secure it, because they need it for their vehicles. If they don't have fuel, you know, you can transport your vehicles. You can't, if it's the winter time, you can't heat without fuel either, so fuel is extremely important. But like I said, when Germany tried to get fuel from the Soviet Union when they invaded the Soviet Union, but Stalingrad was a disaster for them, and then Germany had less and less fuel as the war went on. And so the tanks in the Battle of the Bulge could have kept advancing even more if they didn't run out of fuel, but they did. A tank like a Tiger burns a ton of gasoline. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. The next part will be the final part. Thank you once again. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day.